In a remote, forgotten mountain range, geologist Elias was charting volcanic rocks unlike anything he'd ever seen. The formations defied all known classifications, a puzzle etched in stone. One evening, deep within a narrow basalt canyon, something caught his eye. It was an object, half buried in the sediment, smooth and colossal. An egg. Driven by a scientist's insatiable curiosity, Elias documented everything. He meticulously recorded the location, the surrounding strata, and the egg's peculiar texture before carefully transporting his impossible discovery back to his laboratory. He placed it in a controlled storage chamber, setting the temperature and atmosphere to preserve it. He didn't know it then, but the stable warmth and humidity of his lab perfectly mimicked the ancient conditions the egg had been waiting for, across countless centuries. Weeks turned into a month. Elias continued his research, the mysterious egg a constant, silent presence in the background. Then, one day, he noticed them. Subtle, hairline fractures spiderwebbing across the surface. The impossible was about to happen. One quiet night, as the hum of the lab equipment filled the silence, a loud crack echoed through the room. The shell split open, and from within, something stirred. A small creature emerged, its scales shimmering like polished obsidian, its wings thin and delicate as dragonfly wings. It blinked, its eyes glowing with an inner fire. It was a dragon. A living, breathing dragon. Elias was startled, his scientific mind reeling. Every textbook, every lecture, every piece of data he had ever known told him this couldn't be real. Yet there it was. His first instinct was to document, to analyze, to treat it as a specimen. But as he looked at the small, vulnerable creature, shivering in the sterile lab environment, another instinct took over. It wasn't dangerous. It was lost and alone. Compassion, not science, guided his next move. He decided to protect it. He transformed his lab into a makeshift nursery. He studied the dragon's behavior, learning its needs. He ground up mineral-rich compounds, the closest thing he could find to the volcanic diet he imagined it would need. Slowly, the little dragon began to eat from his hand, its initial fear giving way to a cautious trust. Elias found himself talking to it, not as a scientist to a subject, but as a friend. As time passed, the dragon grew, its obsidian scales hardening, its wings gaining strength. It was incredibly intelligent, learning to recognize his voice and the sound of his footsteps. It would follow him around the lab like a loyal shadow, its head cocked with curiosity as he worked on his geological charts. During long nights of research, the dragon would curl up beside his chair, a warm, living presence in the otherwise solitary lab. Elias, a man once devoted solely to the cold, hard facts of rocks and data, found his world completely transformed. The rigorous logic of his work was now intertwined with the impossible reality of the creature he had awakened. The bond between them deepened, forged in shared solitude and mutual care. He no longer saw the dragon as a scientific discovery to be dissected and explained. He saw it as family. In the quiet glow of the laboratory lights, the line between science and legend blurred, and then vanished altogether. The geologist and the dragon, an unlikely pair, found a home in each other. Their story is a powerful reminder that even in our most rational and logical pursuits, there is always room for wonder. It proves that the greatest discoveries aren't always found in data sets or rock samples, but in the unexpected connections that change our lives forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more tales of wonder.